Good morning and welcome back to Ride and Steel. We've been covering a lot of rides in the state of Maine, but today we're taking you to New Hampshire, Loudon, New Hampshire to be exact, and we're at a place called Boar's Tavern down here where we're going to do a ride for Brynlee. Brynlee is a 2-year-old girl that has been diagnosed with cancer, and she is in the hospital, and her mom, who is single, raising Brynlee by herself, receiving some assistance here by these motorcyclists riding for a cause. So when we come back from these messages, folks, we're going to introduce you to the family and to the people that make this happen.
Ride and Steel is brought to you by
I spend my whole life waiting for something good to come along.
Hello and welcome back to Ride and Steel. As I told you at the opening of the show, we're in Loudon, New Hampshire, and I'm with a gentleman by the name of
Kirk Messing.
Kirk Messing has been organizing a ride for Brynlee. Now, could you explain to us briefly where it came from for you to put together a ride for this young 2-year-old that is fighting cancer?
Yep. Basically, when Brynlee was diagnosed with the cancer, we decided to step up and try to put a motorcycle run together for some benefit to her. Kind of exploded on us. The social media is an amazing thing at this point. As you can see already, we're just starting registration, and we probably have a couple hundred bikes sitting here already. Yeah. Once again, it touches everybody's hearts when it's a little girl like this, especially with Brynlee. She's such a beautiful little girl.
That's right. As a dad, the last thing we want to see happen to any of our kids is for them to get sick or anything that's life-threatening for that matter, right? So as an organizer, what's some of the special things that you've done to try to put a ride like this together?
Once again, it's spreading the word, getting all these wonderful bikers to come out here on this beautiful sunny day here in New Hampshire and support this little girl. We've had a lot of community support, a lot of donations from local businesses. Individuals really stepped up and helped out with this ride. So it wasn't just me, it wasn't just my wife, but it was a whole community that stepped together for.
Right. Now, this is a poker run that we're having here, correct?
That's correct, yeah. We have a 5-card poker runs. First and last card stop is here at Loudon, New Hampshire at the Boar's Tavern. We have 3 stops along the route, basically over to Farmington, Gilmanton Ironworks, Northwood, New Hampshire. It's an 80-mile loop, basically coming back here for a big party afterwards.
Right. Okay, so I want to wish you the best of luck. I see you're going to be a very busy man. You got lots of people to watch and give suggestions to, perhaps, right?
Yeah.
So have a great time today, Kirk, all right?
Thank you. Can't thank Ride and Steel enough. You guys are awesome.
That's another question I got before you go.
Sure.
Okay, how did you get wind of Ride and Steel?
Basically, social media. Once again, the web page and stuff like that. We heard rumors of you guys, basically, and to your generosity, you guys contacted us and wanted to be involved in this. So once again, we can't thank you guys enough for the support.
Well, I think it's the start of a great relationship, my friend. Take care.
Steve.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Goodbye. Would you mind introducing yourselves, please?
Cheryl Attender.
And Jeff Dumont.
All right, Jeff, why don't you tell me a little bit about what's going on with Brynlee so that the people watching know why we're riding.
On Valentine's Day, February 14th, Brynlee was diagnosed with ATRT. It's a rare form of cancer. She has 3 tumors on the outside of her brain. It affects 3 out of 1 million children, and so far there's been less than 150 cases in the country. So it's a very rare form of cancer, and we're trying to raise money to help Christine pay the hospital bills and deductibles and help her throughout the year when she is going to be out of work.
Right. She's a single mom, right? And could you explain what gave it away that something was wrong with Brynlee?
It started with Brynlee's right eye. She woke up one morning and couldn't open her right eye. So she went to the doctors, and then from there it went to Dartmouth.
Right. So currently she's in the hospital, I understand.
Yeah, she went back into the hospital the other day before yesterday, with a fever, and she has an infection somewhere. They're trying to locate the infection.
And have you heard any updated information on that? Is she doing okay today? Do you know?
Sure, her fever's come down a little bit this morning, but it's going to take a few days.
Okay. How's Mom doing?
She's doing okay, actually. I'm hoping she shows up here this morning. She's got a replacement going up to the hospital, so she can hopefully come down here for a couple hours.
Oh, that'll be wonderful. You'll be sure to introduce her to me, right? Right. So what's your role going to be as Grandma and Grandpa here to help out Brynlee with this condition that she's in? What's it like? How has it affected you, I guess, is what I'm asking.
It's been a tough role because we're constantly at the hospital trying to show support to Christine and Brynlee. And when Christine does get an hour away, Cheryl will fill in for Christine and try to watch Brynlee as much as possible. But it's been a tough role.
So as a grandma, are you, a little frightened by all of this?
Oh, God, yeah. The worries, it's overwhelming. It's just awful.
We're hoping the best for you, okay? And I hope you'll stay in touch with us at Ridin Steel and keep us updated as to how Brynlee's condition is, okay?
I can't thank you enough for coming down. You guys have been awesome. It was great to have you here.
Thanks for taking a few minutes with me, folks, okay?
Thank you.
All right, take care, bye.
For something good to come along, instead of just living, I've been living all wrong. But now that's all changed.
All right, now we just got done speaking with Jeff and Cheryl, and Jeff is the stepdad of Christine, and now we have Dad. All right, Christine's dad here, and your name is, sir?
Donald Attender.
And your name?
Marshall Attender.
All right, so we have the second set of parents here. When you got wind that Brynlee was ill and had this cancer, how did that make you feel, Don?
Oh, we were pretty destroyed. Yeah, it really tore us apart.
Right, so you're very close with the little girl, are you?
We are. They live with us. Christine and the grandbaby live with us.
So you're the stepmom, right, in a sense, right?
Mame, yeah.
A Mame too, right? A Mame stepmom.
Yep.
That's great. And so, here we got this 2-year-old girl that's fighting cancer. I know as a dad myself, it's pretty devastating to think that your kids get hurt when they scrape their knee, let alone something like this. So how has it changed your lives?
Oh, it's changed it a lot. I can't, just thinking about it, cancer, you just don't realize how bad cancer is till somebody close to you gets it. Right. And it hurt us. It hurts us every day, just seeing her not be able to get up and do a regular routine.
So you're obviously very supportive of Christine then. You got her living with you and everything, so.
Yeah. We love having them with us.
Okay. That's great.
It's just good.
Great. So now she's back in the hospital, and how's she doing so far? Have you heard anything this morning?
She's got a little bit of a cold right now, a little flu right now going. Yeah.
She's doing better than yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, she's moving around.
Are you an avid motorcyclist?
Yes, we are. Yes. Yeah. Love it.
Well, be looking for us on Ridin Steel, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank
you
you.
so much.
Yes, nice to meet you, Masha.
I've been thinking a lot about my life. It amazes me just how fast the years go by. I've learned that success always comes with a price. I'd like to go back to a simpler time, when life was easy as kick the can, G.I. Joe and Spider-Man, fishing with my old man, weekends were never planned, hanging out with all my friends, summer never seemed to end. Ever think about the times back then? Do you remember when? Oh, the things my mama found in the pockets of my jeans, she'd turn them inside out before the washing machine. Dad was the most amazing man that I'd ever seen. Exactly the kind of man I couldn't wait to be. And life was easy as kick the can, G.I. Joe and Spider-Man, fishing with my old man, weekends were never planned, hanging out with all my friends, summer never seemed to end. Ever think about the times back then? Do you remember when? gravel road led to running home to your mama. With skin up knees and a bloody nose. But life was easy as kick the can. G.I. Joe and Spider-Man, fishing with my old man. Weekends were never planned. Hanging out with all my friends, summer never seemed to end. Ever think about the times back then, when life was easy as kick the can. G.I. Joe and Spider-Man, fishing with my old man. Weekends were never planned. Hanging out with all my friends, summer never seemed to end. Ever think about the times back then? Do you remember when? Do you remember when?
All right, so I'm here with a couple of the girls from the Ridin Steel crew. They're handling the cameras on the back of bikes for me today, and I want to know why, girls, you've chosen, to support Ridin Steel.
I've chosen to support Ridin Steel because it's great to get people together, motorcyclists together, or everybody in general. You don't have to be on a motorcycle to support a great cause. That's why I support it, especially when it's somebody like Brynlee that's really needs the support of a community, and it's really great that people from even out of state come to support something so great. So that's why I do it.
I'm out here of the Hogs Tavern in Loudon, New Hampshire, and I got a new cameraman on the job. His name is Phil Cunningham. Phil, what was your experience for the first time riding a motorcycle and taking care of our camera operator on the back?
It was different. That's all I can say is different, but it was for a great cause, and I wanted to step up to the plate, and hopefully it'll make an avenue for new ventures. I can, if you want to, if you want to say that.
I want to ask you, what are some of the experiences that you learned today, or skills that you refined?
As far as positioning bikes when they come up beside you, as using the front wheel as a focal point. Right. Yeah. And having them stop at that and be able to film every 5-10 seconds of it, right, and then move them on. Right. So and you got to watch out as far as other traffic moving in.
Well, on behalf of Ridin Steel, I want to welcome you aboard and thank you so much for your help, okay, buddy? And I look forward to riding with you in the upcoming weekends, all right?
Right.
Now I'm outside the Hogs Tavern with the owner of the establishment. Her name is Shay. How are you today, Shay?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm doing good. Who are the gentlemen standing beside you?
This is Rick and this is Dan.
All right. Now, you wanted them to come outside with you for a reason, and what was that reason?
Well, they're opening a business across the street from me. It's a custom bike shop, and I'm sure they'd love to tell you all about it.
Well, let's hear about this custom bike shop. Who's the leader? You are?
Well, actually, you know what? My name's Rick, and I run the business side of the business. But this gentleman right here is the Dom and Dom Customs, and what we do is we do everything custom motorcycle shop. Whether it comes like fresh builds, sandbox builds, accessories, anything. Collision repair. We're definitely here to help everybody out there. And if you guys have any needs at all, please come down and see us. Support the Boris Tavern, support Dom Customs, and we'll take care of you.
All right, and how do they get a hold of you?
You can call 603-219-3580, or you can go to www.domcustoms.com.
And what's the address of this place?
It's 73
Route 129, Loudon, New Hampshire.
Excellent. We're making new friends here in Loudon, New Hampshire today. And Shay, I'm so happy to have met you. I'm glad. I always love coming to establishments that support charity riders. And what do you think about this gathering here today?
This was an excellent benefit, and Kirk and Tracy went way out of their way to do it. They actually are the ones that should be promoted for the whole thing. They did all of it. I merely kicked in a little bit and let them have it here.
But it helps you, doesn't it? I mean, to have all these motorcyclists come in, and these days when businesses, all businesses are struggling nowadays, and so when you have a group of dedicated riders like this showing up and filling up your establishment, it's got to feel good.
It feels excellent. I love it. Yes.
That's right. So now, do you have, how many riders do you host throughout the year?
Throughout the year?
How many charity rides?
I probably do about 10 a year.
10 a year. And if anybody else is out there thinking of organizing one and wants to use your establishment, how do they get a hold of you?
798-3737.
Excellent. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Thank you. All right. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll spread the word about Ridin Steel. One of the things I want to clarify about Ridin Steel is that we get a lot of the credit for being part of these charity rides and stuff, when really it is the organizers, such as Shay has mentioned, Kirk and his wife Tracy, right?
These are what keeps people in business. This is the funnest thing about having an establishment or a bar or a tavern and these kinds of things. It brings people together.
That's right. The camaraderie that you feel when you come to these charity rides is what it's all about for me. I come here, I meet new people. I feel like I've known them all my life. Shortly after being here around them for just an hour or two, and we literally do become friends for life. Because they'll check me out on Facebook or on my website and want to know what's going on next.
They'll remember you. They'll remember you, absolutely.
I hope you get to watch Ridin Steel someday and join us in the future as well, okay? So nice to meet you guys. Good luck with your new business.
Go Ridin Steel, brother. We love it. Go Ridin Steel all the way.
All right. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
I'm so happy that you could be here.
You're welcome.
This is the first time we've been on camera for any of our charity events, and I appreciate it. Thank you for your donation.
Well, there's some Mainers out there that want to ride, and they don't mind coming to New Hampshire to do so. We reach into Maine and New Hampshire with our show. Not all of New Hampshire, but a lot of it. And so it's nice to know that we got some friends down here to, jump on our rides with and go for a cruise.
Anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you, Shay.
You're welcome.
When we return from these messages, folks, I want to introduce you to a young lady by the name of Ariel Pelletier. Ariel was in a motorcycle accident that caused her some severe head injuries. And so some friends have gotten together to try to raise money to help her out as she travels back and forth to her physical training classes and some speech training classes. So stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back. We're going to cut away from the ride, and I want to take you to a place in Turner, Maine. It's the Saracens Clubhouse, where they have organized a ride for a young lady by the name of Ariel Pelletier, who was involved in a motorcycle accident. And standing with me here is Sharky.
Greetings. I'm fine, thanks.
Right. And you are?
Ron.
And you guys put together this benefit fundraiser for Ariel. What's the relation between you guys and Ariel?
To me, Ariel's like my niece. I've known her since she's been 2. She's part of the family, part of the Saracens organization that we have. And it's just a great thing to want to do for somebody. And it's a tragic accident, but we're doing our best to make things right. We're supporting the brain injury, rehabilitation, and everything else that's necessary.
Right. I got to speak with her earlier. She's undergoing speech therapy and physical training and everything else. Ron, how are you doing today, buddy?
Not too bad. I thank everybody for coming and supporting my daughter Ariel. She's been through a rough road, but she's a fighter and she's coming along pretty good.
Yeah, she's a beautiful young lady, and we're going to be talking to Ariel and her mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
And
Tina and Jesse.
Yeah. And so what's going on here today? We're just going to have some music and do our best to raise some money for her?
Well, we have a lot of supporters. It started with L.A. Harley and organized the run to come from L.A. Harley to here. Shortened up a little bit because of the weather. And we have silent auctions going on with donations. It's really amazing the people that step up and want to donate and help out that way. The food is cooked. We have a big barbecue out back. The band Ruckus, they donated their time for this.
That's right. We want to thank Jessie Poole for her help with that, right?
Jesse and Tripolar Foundation, everybody worked together to put everything, some stuff was last minute. Oh, the eye doctor Wolf donated the tables and chairs, and that was just yesterday. So some things we got really tight, but everything came together. It's a great turnout. Thank you, everybody, and thank you again.
Excellent. Thank you guys, all right, for taking a minute with me. And now I'm going to meet with Ariel and her mom and dad. I'm here with Ariel Pelletier and her mom.
I'm Tina.
Jesse, yeah.
And so, Ariel, I got to speak with you a little bit at L.A. Holly and talk about the ordeal that you went through. And look around you and all the people that are reaching out to you. Isn't it incredible?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And you're doing okay, right?
Yes, I am.
She's on the road to recovery. She's undergoing physical training, some speech therapy. Physically, you look awesome.
Thank you.
You really do. You're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And the picture on the shirts is just incredible. Can you zoom in on the front of this shirt, Tom, and show people? Look at the eyes, the blue eyes on that gal. It's gorgeous. Right. So, Mom, how are you feeling?
Great. It's wonderful to see all the people that came out to help support Ariel and the family. And we're very, very grateful to all the support that we've been receiving from the community, and in particular the riding community. I think it is one big family, and it's times like these where everybody comes together that really shows that. And we're just very grateful.
And Dad, when you heard about the accident, what went through your mind?
Well, your heart sinks down to your stomach. It's just you can't. That call is the worst call in the world to get. To have somebody calling you in the middle of the night saying, this is Androscoggin Sheriff's Department and we're rushing your daughter to the hospital. It's you just drop everything and go.
I'm sure you feel the same, don't you, Tina?
Absolutely. And if anybody has experienced any loved ones that have gone through a similar situation, you know exactly what we went through and what it feels like. And for those of you who have been lucky enough not to experience that, tell your loved ones that you do love them every single day, because you never know when that moment's going to come. We spent the entire day riding all day. We had a beautiful day. We got together with friends and went out to dinner, and it was lovely. And we parted ways, and 5 moments later, my daughter's life changed forever. So take those times, take those moments, and tell your family that you love them.
It truly is a blessing that Ariel is around. One of the wonderful things about doing this show, Ridin Steel, is that I get to stand next to miracles. Literally, I experience miracles every weekend, and so it keeps me very grateful to be alive and to be a part of other people's lives. I know that it hasn't dampened your spirits about riding a motorcycle. You still want to ride.
Yes, I do, for sure.
But she says she's wearing a helmet from now on, though, right? And I'm sure that will comfort many of the family and friends that are here to know that that you still have that will. And that sense of, I guess, life, freedom, right?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. So what's your, your days are pretty busy with physical therapy and traveling and stuff?
Yeah, I don't really do much even during the week, because it would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? Yeah.
That's her downtime.
Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays?
We go down Sunday night down to Massachusetts, her and I, and we spend 3 days down there. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is when she really has, intense therapy down in Haverhill, Massachusetts. And then the rest of the week's her off time. But she has homework. And they give her homework to do, and she has exercises that she needs to keep up on and stuff like that. And we hold her feet to the fire to keep that up. She's made fantastic progress.
Did you live on your own prior to this happening?
Yeah, I lived in Florida for almost 5 years. So then this happened.
And where is she now?
She's home with us.
You guys are watching her back, right?
I don't want her to ever leave again. I don't want her out of my sight.
Well, listen, thank you so much, Ariel, for taking a minute with me. I know you were a little shy to get on camera, but you did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And thank you, Jesse. Thank you. All right. Good luck to you all. All right.
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for the donation. That means a lot.
You're welcome. All right. Take care. So as you can see, this young lady, she's only 21 years of age, and she was involved in a motorcycle accident that caused some severe head injuries, and her speech has been affected. But you know what? She survived it. She is considered to be a miracle, And modern medicine today can do some amazing things, and obviously they were able to put her back together, and here she is on the road to recovery.
All right, as we end this day's ride, I got the entire family here with me. I got grandparents Jeff and Cheryl. I got the organizer Kirk here, his wife Tracy. We got Brynlee's mom. We got Christine's dad and Brynlee's grandfather, and Masha, Dawn and Masha. All right, so Christine, all these people gathered on your behalf today, and I want to know just how it makes you feel when you come here and you see that all these people came here to basically try to help you out and raise money for you.
It's just so amazing. There's so many people here that I don't even know, and it's just awesome to see, people coming together, and it's just great. It's overwhelming.
Kirk, you put a lot of work into this, you and Tracy both, and I want to thank you both for inviting us to come down here. It's your birthday today, bro? Yeah, how old?
40 years old.
Oh, he's 40 years old. Happy birthday.
Once again, we can't thank the community enough and all the supporters and volunteers. Once again, we're just a couple people. There's no way we could put this on without all the help that we've had. So we can't thank everybody enough, including Ridin Steel. You guys have been awesome.
Thank you very much. I'm looking around, and you got a beautiful family here, guys. You really do. All coming together for this very special person named Brynlee. And I noticed that on your shirt you have like these little angel wings on her, and it's absolutely beautiful design. I love it. I really do. And I'm so glad I came to this ride. And on behalf of the Ridin Steel crew, thank you so much for coming, okay? All right. Absolutely. Now I want you guys to give everybody a special message.
You're on the ride for Brynlee. Thanks for watching Ridin Steel.